So, Brock, I saw your latest video. And again, it's just a bunch of, well, basically this writer that you're plagiarizing once again. It's just a bunch of him making up his own idea of what atheists are, so that he actually has something he can tackle. Of course, if he actually dealt with atheists, with real atheists, he would have nothing to deal with. Atheists don't get our morality from a void. We get our morality from our friends, from our family, and from our evolutionary heritage. It's the same morality that you have, only we just don't claim that it was given to us by a non-evidentiary sentient entity. We say, hey, either we don't know where it's from, or we have a good idea where it's from, and guess what? It's natural. So, Brock, there's no such thing as Christian values, so to speak. I mean, I guess there's the concept that no matter what you do in life, as long as you repent of it and you believe in your Jesus, that you will go to heaven. You can be the worst serial killer, pedophile, rapist around, and you'll still go to heaven. Yeah. So much for actually, maybe having punishment for your actions. The whole thing that you guys always talk about, that apparently us atheists don't want to harbor on our shoulders, and that's why we turn from your God. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But otherwise, your entire parody of atheism is just that, it's a parody. There's nothing of substance there. It's completely devoid of anything meaningful. But one thing you said somewhat rings true, that atheists, such as myself, do jump and attack religious people like you, Brock. Not all religious people, but only those like you who feel you somehow have a God-given right to force your theistic beliefs upon us in one way or another. And of course, lie through your teeth about it. That does seem to upset us, but you know what? Interestingly enough, it doesn't just upset the American atheists, but it seems to upset the European atheists as well. I mean, just here on YouTube, we have, So I Got It's Chris, we have Thunderfoot, DPR Jones, and a slew of European atheists. Beware the Lizards, gotta mention her. She's responded to several of your videos in a wonderful way. But a slew of European atheists that, well, do the exact same thing that American atheists do. We show you guys out for what you really are. Dishonest liars. Simple as that. So, Brock, I have a question to you. Are you going to continue to lie and be so dishonest? Or are you actually going to sit down and maybe find out what atheists really believe, what kind of values atheists really hold, and maybe where our atheism is derived from? I bet you'll find that it's a fairly diverse thing. Some atheists are probably atheists because they were upset with their church. Other atheists were simply brought up in an atheistic household, or an agnostic one. Other atheists became atheists because they saw your religion as being just another bunch of mythological BS. And others, well, they just simply don't care enough about religion to take a look at it and make a decision. They're simply atheists by default. It's a diverse group you're talking about here, Brock, yet you seem to almost believe that you actually know what you're talking about, or that these writers that you plagiarize know what they're talking about in regards to atheism, when in fact, they don't. But hey, have a nice night. You can take your little jewels of wisdom there and put them pretty much where they deserve to be placed, in the toilet of your local truck stop. Okay, have a good night.